Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to stop in and see what it is I'm up to. It is Sunday, April 25th, 2021, and we are starting our 56th week of dealing with this stay at home, avoid your friends, stock up on food, go cabin crazy madness caused by the bat flu pandemic. Right now in Jacksonville, Florida, it is 81 degrees Fahrenheit outside, about 73 in the house. 47% humidity. That would be 27 degrees Celsius. That's 3:30 in the afternoon. I kind of lazed out in bed today. Just did not feel like getting up and out and doing. The head just like contemplating so many things that I need to do and should do and how to go about tackling them. First of all, just going out and turning on the blower and getting rid of a ton of leaves that are out front. Oh, that's one that I really should attack. There's weeds in the back that need to be cut. I really should attack. Maybe this evening, but again, I've been saying that for how long? Right here, I want to clean this area all up. Move the dust back. Get rid of the heater that's over here. Stop tripping over that cord. I'm pretty certain I'm going to get that taken care of. Uh, just projects. I actually said something just a little bit ago about that to my dad. Replied to a post um, my son had shared. A guy that builds these wicked models, and he has an ambulance painted up with these flames that look like blood. And I gotta turn on another fan over here. There we go. It looks really cool. And I said, I've been thinking about doing something like that to the front of the van. And everybody's like, you should. My dad's like, when are you gonna do it? Well, it's up here. It's I've got an idea of what exactly I want to do. I've got a picture in my mind of what I want it to look like. I've even got most of the paint that I would probably use. It's just finding the proper time. First of all, I have to go wash the van. There's a few, preps and things like that that need to be done, and then just tackle it. But it's up here. One day I'll get one of those. I'm going to do that today and tackle it. So we'll see. Maybe it'll never happen, but it's up here, and I've got a couple ideas to do on the rat buggy. There's a couple of things I want to do on the windows. A couple of things I want to do on the windows of the van. It's up here. It's just finding the right time, I guess. I don't know. The time and inclination. Again, I've got it up here. What I want it to do, what I want it to look like. I know how to do it. I've got most of the materials to do it. It's just get out there and do it. So it takes some setup, some preparation, and finding the right spot. Like you can't paint on windows when it's in the sun, and you can't paint where there's any real wind, depending on the materials you're using or whatever. So I've got a couple of videos where I've painted on windows. Anyway, it's just it's uh, so many things pile up. I putter about slowly getting this room reorganized. It went to heck in a handbasket. There's a small pile over here that I need to really gather up and carry to the curb. But, you know, it's another one of the things like, it's been building up for several days. Nothing, it's not trash, not like garbage trash, nothing that's rotting or anything like that. Just, you know, old boxes and empty bags and pieces of cardboard or whatever. So, anyhow. And then there's the other projects like this little stove that I made. This is actually a diffuser that sits over one of the little alcohol burners that I used as a heat source. It was just a can filled with alcohol or filled with sand and then alcohol, and then burn it, put this over the top, and it kind of diffuses the flame. So I grabbed this to use with this because it fits so nicely, but then it's too close and the flame goes out. So this is the same size that way, but it's like an inch taller. That might work for what I'm looking to do. May also have to do some sort of a piece on the top, but this is actually a can like that. So, you know, I'm not in the mood for chili right now. But I'll get that made up. And then I have, oh, what just fell. I have this thing that I found at one of the thrift stores. It says $3 on it. So this is a lot of people use these to make hobo stoves. And that's basically what I was looking to do. And there's different ways of doing it. I got some nuts and bolts and put legs on it. And I could use this stove in there, no problem. I thought about putting more nuts and bolts in here to raise the flame up a little bit, but then you're kind of stuck with that. I've got some wire coat hangers that can do that. Make a grid in there, and then put something like this lid, punch some holes in that, so whatever, and then put that down in there, and then I can adjust the flame. This is a small jar of, well, it used to hold chopped garlic, and it's about the same height as this one. It's a lot more, it's about half again as big. So that would make a nice long burning burner. I may go ahead and make that up. And then I dug up these cans. These would make nice burners also. I wouldn't, you'd have to take that out. And then there's no way to actually seal this lid. So I don't know if I want to do a silicone, put a bead of silicone around the rim, or just give it a try. Put a couple of wicks in there and then give it a try. So this would work. Of course, you know, it's metal, whatever type of metal it is, so there's no chance of this breaking. It's not something you would want to carry full, but again, you know, it's just something that's up here. And along with this idea, I mean, I'm sitting here, I've still got all like 3, 4 alcohol burners set up over on the back of my desk, and there's 3 candles sitting over there. All that stuff that I used on chilly mornings to warm this area up. Uh, so they need to get moved off of here and put somewhere if I have them for next year, if I remember where I put them next year. But anyway, so yeah, like I said, it's just, there's all these little projects going on. I got the batteries for the small batteries that go in either the van or the brat buggy, and I've got like little switches and this is a little voltage reader that you get hooked up to. Right now, I just got it hooked up to a couple of alligator clamps to read what's on there. But I've got them to hook up to each battery. There's a switch. There's a fuse. All kinds of that little stuff that it's not a, each one of them batteries would probably take me 15, maybe 20 minutes to put all the wiring together. It's just going ahead and doing it. Right now, I could actually just go out. I have the primary wire set up to go on there, just so that I can use it, and so I'm actually kind of good that way. But I want to add all the other extra stuff, so excuse me. What I'd like to do is find a box that's going to fit in nice and neatly. The boxes that I found are either way too big, like the small plastic ammo box at Harbor Freight is too narrow for these batteries, and then the next size up it's way too much room. So if there's too much room on the inside, that means it's taking up extra space on the outside that can be used for something else. Ah, man, that's good coffee. But yeah, I mean, it's just it's Sunday. Right now I've got a load of wash in doing its thing. But I've realized that I am out of soap, so I need to go back to the store. I need to get trash bags also. I went yesterday. Oh man. I went to Walmart yesterday. I was thinking about going out last night. And I headed out early yesterday afternoon or late yesterday afternoon. And there was humongous clouds building up. So it was like, alright, this ain't going to work today. I got to Walmart and it didn't feel like their air conditioning was working. The place was, it was hot. And then get up to the front, and of course they only had a couple of registers open, or a couple of human manned checkouts open, and people had humongous carts full, and I was sitting there, I was roasting. All I had was like 5 items maybe. I had like trash bags and some sodas and some rolls, and that was really it. So it's like I am not sitting here or standing here for another 20 minutes sweating like this for this little bit of stuff. So I walked out and it was pouring down rain. It was pouring down rain. Oh, excuse me. I went up to the road to Winn-Dixie and got some sodas and some rolls. Totally forgot to get the trash bags. So now I need to go back. I don't know if I'm going to go back to Walmart. Although they're better prices. Again, for just a couple of items. Like I said, I need trash bags. I need soap. I need dish soap too. So, but pay a little bit more and not have the aggravation. I'll probably end up going back to Winn-Dixie. But this, I really need to tackle this area today. At least get started tackling it. Um, but that means moving, like getting that trash out. At least put it in. Actually, I should probably go get my bags, and then I can put it all in a bag and make it easier to move, right? That kind of makes sense. Oh, man. What do we got going? 15 minutes. But what else? What else? What else? What else? Yeah, I was going to go. I'm contemplating going out to this place Friday night, and I called to see what was going on, if I needed a reservation or not, and they said they were all booked up for the night, but I could come down. I couldn't make a reservation, but I could come down Saturday. So, like I said, I was sort of kind of looking at Saturday, and then saw those clouds coming in, and checked the radar. It's like, I don't know if it's going to get down that far, because it's an hour or so south of me, but there was a good chance it was going to get there, and it actually looked like it did, to some degree. But heck, we were under a tornado watch yesterday, or oh man, it's that time. It's that time of year, you know. It goes from, it was a high of like 64, I think, on Thursday, and it's in the 80s today. So, you know, Florida spring is, you never know what you're going to get. It's kind of like my channel. So what to do, what to do, what to do? We shall see. For the main part, the week, I don't have any real big plans. Normal stuff going on, except Tuesday, I think, is my granddaughter's last track meet. So we'll go there on Tuesday night. Of course, Monday nights go to the daughters. Thursday nights go to the other daughters. But other than that, the week is kind of just hit and miss. Do what I can. Try to get. I've been trying to get little bits done each day, of, you know, outside or inside, but it never seems to make a real big dent. I know that, you know, stuff is moving around and getting going or whatever, but sometimes you want to sit down and tackle it. Unfortunately, I'm not in a situation that I can just sit down and tackle it. And there's things that I want to totally rearrange. I know me. I'm a junk collector. I mean, that's pretty much apparent. Um, but I've got a table out there that I thought I would use in the evenings, and it just quickly loaded up with junk. So I'm going to be better off just taking that table and putting it back down on or putting it, not back down, so I didn't get it here, but I'll put it down by the dumpster. See if somebody else wants it. If not, then it can go finish its journey to the landfill. But speaking of, start about young. The two little grandbrats are always, you know, saying, "Oh, you always stop and get junk, and your truck's full of junk and, you know, full of garbage." And the other day on the way home, or on the way here with the little guys, the littlest one, a 4-year-old, says, "Pop, stop on a curb." Like, what do you mean stop on a curb? He says, "You know, get stuff." I said, "Well, it doesn't really work that way, buddy. You know, you have to see something, and then you pull over, see if it's any good, and then if you think you're going to be able to use it, you stop and get it." He said, "Well, find something." So a little further down the road, lo and behold, I had actually seen this before. There was a canvas sitting next to a closet door, a painter's canvas, you know, kind of about that size. So I pulled over, I grabbed it, I looked at it real quick. It wasn't covered with dirt and grime or spider webs or anything else. I took it, I handed it back over the seat and said, "Here, this is for you." Picture of like the Washington Monument in the reflection pond. I'm an amateur painter. It wasn't fantastic, but it wasn't bad either. You could make out what it was. So he was tickled pink, and got out of the car and was showing his mom, and so beginnings of a new age curb shopper. I don't know if he was bound and determined he was going to take it home and get his dad to hang it up in the bedroom. I'll find out whether they did or not. Anyhow, they were still harping on me about the teasing them about the park. Still not thinking that's funny. We got to when they had gotten in the truck, they were asking, "Where are we going?" The same place we go every day. We want to go to a park. I said, "We go to a park every day." "No, Pop, a real park." So, a real playground, not that little one at Mom's office. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Like I was telling, I watched another channel, Camper Van Kevin. He was talking about being OCD. Well, my 110-year-old grandbrat is totally OCD. He paints, and he's a pretty good artist and all this. But him and his mom and dad are both OCD, and Cage is definitely OCD. And he's got a box of paints that came, and each color has a color on the box. Well, he's had that box for 2 or 3 years, and the colors each go back into the box where they belong. And he only takes out like one at a time, pours a little bit out, puts it back. Not Pop. Pop is random. I grab colors and pour them out and set the bottle down, and then go to clean them up, and I put them back in purposely in the wrong spot. And he gets so flustered with me. Where I'll go in, and when I get there on Mondays or whatever, I'll go in and I'll be talking to him, and he's kind of like messing with the stuff on his shelves or whatever. And half the time he's not paying any attention. He's busy playing his game and talking or whatever. And then I'll get an email. "Pop, you moved the wing on my X-Wing fighter." Like, like 2 or 3 days later, but he noticed it, and or you didn't put this back where it was. Well, no, I didn't put it back exactly where it was, because I knew you would find it. So, anyway, it's that little stuff that I don't know. I enjoy it. I know it probably aggravates the heck out of them, but anyway. So we're getting close to that point, and I'm not really sure what else I want to talk about or have to talk about. Really need to get started. The only way I'm going to get started is to go and buy the stuff that I really need today. So let me know what you think, folks. Give me a thumbs down or a thumbs up. Leave me a comment wherever it is y'all leave comments on your internet access device of choice. If you'd like to share me around your social media, that'd be fantastic. If your loved ones are nearby, give them a kiss and a hug. If they're not, give them a call. Hit them up on Facebook. Let them know you think about them. Let them know you love them. We ain't promised tomorrow, people. We ain't promised our next breath. So I see y'all again. I hope you have a fan doctor this day. Slouchy, y'all. Bye-bye.